Big South Fork. Here we are. Filling up the backpack. Jacob, Timothy, and me. And we're gonna go to our first camping site in Big South Fork Recreation Area.
On the Middle Creek Loop.
We'll see you down the trail. Here's some water in the distance. Coming up on this neat feature. Water's dripping off of it. Everything is a little wet and slippery, but it's nice. It's not too hot. And the gnats want to live in our eyes.
There's flower petals on the ground.
Cute.
Stopping for our lunch break under this nice rock shelter with a water feature. Not a bad lunch view. See the big tulip poplar trees. I love the big poplar trees. The video just doesn't do them justice. And we can see in the distance, I'll show it later, the white rhododendron. And our path has been strewn with rhododendron blossoms to welcome us. Not bad. Rhododendron blooming on the trail. Coming up on this beautiful bluff. We're kind of walking all along the bluffs, but this is huge. You can definitely see that ancient peoples might have lived here, and I think that is a fact.
Nice place to eat.
Yeah.
I'm glad we weren't here when that failed. I'll walk up past it. Don't have any spikes on them. They're just smooth. But as soon as something like a deer starts grazing them, they kick on a gene and they make spikes. So a lot of times you'll see up higher, you might see areas that don't have spikes.
That's interesting.
Lots of poison ivy all around it too. There's poison ivy right there coming up to it.
That's not. That is. But I've been walking in. Ooh, it's slippery. Slippery. Slickery. Very large tree. Oh, I believe it's an oak. Another little pool of water. So many pretty rock overhangs with water and pools. we've come to some hemlocks. Some of my favorite trees. Can't go over it. Have to go under it. Can't go under it. Have to do a comedy reel. Pretty large blowdown. Look at that hemlock. That is so beautiful. This is awesome. Hello. Echo, echo, echo. Oh, this is awesome. I understand why they don't let you, but it would be neat to camp here. We've only been a mile, but we've seen so many features. And I look like I'm covered in sweat, but actually it's where I've been walking under all these waterfalls. And also I spilled Diet Dr. Pepper all over myself. But it's cool. Look at the diamonds. Oh, it's just a spider web. A diamond spider web. That little climb. Yeah, they have on me as well. You okay? Yeah. Good sound effects. It sounded real. You're a good actor. All right, I'm gonna put this up. That's where we came from. This is where we're headed.
And then left and then like straight.
Look at that hemlock. So pretty. We found water. We're out and we are hot and thirsty. And this is our first time to filter water, so we're gonna see how it goes.
It's so cold. It feels so good.
Very much enjoying the rest at the water spot while we filter our water.
Hold that.
Here is our second morning. This is our campsite. We had to set up in the pouring rain. And this is Jacob's setup. A monster spider was with him in the tent this morning. This is mine and Timothy's little tent. It stayed pretty dry. Both of our sleeping mats failed and we both slept on bumpy rocks last night, but we did lay down and rest, and that was the main thing. It's cool this morning and it looks like we might see some blue sky. See what the day holds. And we're off. Our second day of our trip. It was just our first morning at a campsite. Tonight we go to Charit Lodge. We will be sleeping in a bed. A backcountry bed, but a bed. And get in a meal. 2 meals. Can't wait. Smile, only 3.7 miles. Getting some water for the day.
It's actually 10 miles. Huh? It doesn't make it 10 miles.
We are now coming up to Slave Falls. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. There we go. There There's Slave Falls. It's coming right out of the rock. Not from the top of the rock, but out of the rock. Spider's got a nice place to live. Jacob's head is on fire. This is crazy. 90% humidity, even though the sun is shining. The needle arch.
Hope it doesn't decide to fall today.
So this rock overhang shelter has a skylight. It's just been such a beautiful trail. And we've had some pretty strenuous steps up and down. I haven't really had a problem with the backpack in my first backpacking trip, but last night I had horrible, I'm gonna have to step down here and pay attention. Horrible thigh muscle leg cramps, what we call Charlie horses. Oh my goodness. I about died 3 different times. I didn't die, but haven't had that since I was a teenager, doing all kinds of sports and exercise. So, need to get in shape if I'm gonna do this. But this trail has been amazing. There's not a boring spot on it. It's beautiful with so many features, and it's not too hard. It's just that, you know, I'm old. But I highly recommend it. Wild iris all along the trail. They've just finished blooming, so we're a little late. So I got 1 foot wet. Timothy's trying to come across without getting wet. He's just building himself a walkway. Let's see.
Are you filming?
I am.
You think I'm not gonna make it?
You probably will. It's pretty shaky. Instead of getting your shoes wet. Ah, you did it. Beautiful creek. I'd really like to just sit down in it.
It's nice.
You gotta climb up out of it. It's hard to realize how big that beech tree is right there. It is huge. Also, I've seen 2 real clear instances of bear scat in a bear scratching tree. And we're sitting here eating honey. There's a little butterfly or moth. It's actually a moth wanting to visit me. Taking a little break. Timothy is displaying and demonstrating the natural rhododendron blooms with his winning smile. Stop and smell the rhododendron blooms. Interestingly enough, we have seen about 4 bear scat piles on the trail. And there's berries, and we found corn in one of them. There's no doubt that there are bears here, but we haven't seen one yet. That's the size spider that was on Jacob's canopy this morning. They're telling me there's a waterfall. I don't, oh yeah. You're not gonna be able to see it in the video probably. It's right down there. The trail is beautiful, but it has gotten so muddy. I sat down in the creek a while ago and took a little creek bath in my clothes. But we're getting close to Charit Creek Lodge. Hooray! It's a beautiful creek. This is a little bridge we're about to cross.
Yeah.
So this is our lunch spot. It's so muddy, we're sitting on the little walking path.
I think I said that.
And while we were sitting here, we saw 3 river otters playing. We think it was a mom and 2 babies, 2 pups. We couldn't get a picture of them, but I'll see if I can catch them later. That was a real treat. It's so wet and lush. It's almost like a rainforest in here. I've seen a lot of those little red mushrooms that I showed you. Beautiful hemlock forest. The rushing river just over there. The path that we're walking. So beautiful. This is the check-in cat, checking us in at Charit Creek Lodge. We got caught in a rainstorm just as we got up to it. I am totally soaked. But they have drinks and snacks, and we can wait on the porch until check-in time. We're sitting on the porch of our cabin here at Charit Creek Lodge. Probably the oldest lodge in the national park system, where one of the Hatfields stayed, where long hunters stayed in the time of Daniel Boone. What else? Anyway, lots of history here, and it's beautiful. But you may hear it's raining. We've had a lot of rain at night and rain on and off during the days. Even though we've had good hiking weather, it's been super, super muddy. So we're not sure where we go from here. We know we're going to go to supper and then we're going to have breakfast. But then after that, we'll see. We've killed ourselves to get up here. We are up very tall.
Josh have a new house? Josh says you're planning to move a bunch of our stuff to the new house tomorrow. Would anyone be available to help unload things at 1406 Ashland Drive? Okay, that's him. That's me right there. Oh, loading the stuff in Woodbury. Okay.
walking under the great arch of the Twin Arches, and we just walked across the top of that very one. That's crazy. That is really crazy. There's Jacob to give you perspective. And Timothy is breaking the law and climbing on the arch. I can't see you for that tree. Oh my goodness.
We had the backpack. Without the backpack, you wouldn't be. That's true.
The arches. This is the South Arch. Yeah, I got it working.
I mean, it looks like it's just sitting on it looks like it's sitting on a little dome there. Like a rock.
There's no way that the video can capture it.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, there's another one.
yeah, bigger.
It goes on back there.
Yeah. Ain't no bear back here.
Let's go on a bear hunt. That'd be a good place for one. And we were also on top of this one, and it was crazy. So this is our cabin, and this is beautiful Charit Lodge. Oh my goodness. If you get the chance to hike in, really I think it's just a mile from the parking lot. We did backcountry hiking and ended up here. But to be here, you need to take it. Just amazing. We came in last night so tired and wet. Got a wonderful cabin, fabulous beds with a mattress. Which you appreciate after being out in the wild. And a chance to dry our stuff out. Wonderful dinner, wonderful breakfast. There are trails. We went out after supper and went to the Twin Arches, and they are something to see. Another must-see thing on your to-do list. I'll show you some videos of them, but this place is, well, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely no electricity, you don't need it. Battery operated lights, kerosene lamps to eat by, the most wonderful cooking by the proprietor here. You can imagine just a safe, beautiful, wonderful respite from your everyday life. It makes you want to live here. You should come. This is the back porch of our cabin. We just stripped our beds, so battery powered fans, wonderful fans. In the winter, it would be fun to be here. There's wood, a wood stove. This cabin actually sleeps 12. Still trying to dry out our rain fly, so we don't have to carry the extra weight, but maybe. Checkout is 11, so giving it the last opportunity. Here is the fire pit. You can get s'mores kits, all that you need to make s'mores. Another cabin. The bathhouse is right up there with wonderful hot showers. And this building here is a lodge and dining area. The kitchen and the office is right over there. Somehow, we slept in the cabin all night and missed the back porch. I think we just thought the door was locked or something. We didn't go out and see that we have rocking chairs and a picnic table and this wonderful porch swing out here, and it's screened in. No gnats, no anything but breeze. Lovely. It's a little muddy because we've had so much rain and it's really high, the water. But it's generally crystal clear. And here you can sit and have a fire while you listen to the creek flow by. It's just about heaven. Little bird on the stump is just singing his heart out. So this is what we decided to do. A road walk with our backpacks out of Charit Creek. This is not as steep as it was behind me. Super steep. So here's what we decided to do. Timothy and Jacob. There's Timothy. There's Jacob. Decided to kindly
Oh, I found some liquid IV.
walk out
I put it in my little pack. There it is.
and to the point, which ended up being about, what, 7 or 9 miles, a bunch of miles hiking without the packs to get the truck so that they could bring the truck to a closer place so that we could only have about a mile to all three do our packs. So they got back about lunchtime. I waited and got everything cleaned up in the room and had a nice little rest. And then we all used our backpacks to get out of Charit Creek Lodge area, which is really down low and you have to go really up high to get out. And it was about the hardest physical thing that any of us has ever done. But we did it with very heavy backpacks that will never be that heavy again. So we found a motel where we're gonna stay close to Big South Fork. It's a good thing that this does not have smell-o-vision because we stink. And we're going to go to the pool. I found a swimming suit at Walmart. I'm gonna go swimming. Then I'm gonna take an actual shower. And we're gonna try to find a laundromat for our last night. So all is good, all is well. I'll definitely go back to Charit Creek another time. But we only had the one night this time. And didn't want to sleep in the woods without sleeping pads. So another good night's sleep for us. Historic Rugby ended up being a really awesome tour of a town that was created from a British man's idea of creating a utopia in these mountains.